More on David Quinn reinserts Tony DeAngelo into Rangers lineup. Rangers coach brings up Capitals penalty in COVID protocol warning. Rangers Alexis Lafreniere already getting bigger role. Rangers Islanders rivalry through the lens of a Hall of Fame Pierre-Luc Dubois, the upper-echelon young centre who was the apple of the Rangers' eye, appears to be headed elsewhere as the Blue Jackets are in the midst of engineering a blockbuster deal that could send no. 18 out of Columbus, with Winnipeg the most likely destination, as soon as Saturday. But perhaps the Blueshirts have found a potential facsimile in their midst who would obviate the need to construct an expensive package to use as barter in return for a Dubois, or an equivalent second-line centre. That would be Filip Chytil, the 21st overall selection in 2017, who at 21 is more than a full year younger than Dubois, and appears to be coming of age quite quickly as he gains more confidence, and is awarded more responsibility at the start of his second full NHL season. Chytil scored a nifty reach-across goal from in tight early in the second period, and then clanked one off the post from the left porch midway through overtime in a game the Rangers let get away in Pittsburgh. The club lost 4-3 in a 2-1 shootout in Pittsburgh, letting this one get away after taking command in the second, while carrying a 3-1 lead deep into the period. As part of our learning curve, we have to understand situational hockey, David Quinn said. You are up 3-1, a lot of good things are happening, and we really didn't understand the moment. With 6 minutes to go, we're still doing things like we're down 3-1, and it came back and bit us. Close quote. Kevin Rooney took a careless offensive zone penalty late, upon which the Penguins capitalized for a power play goal at 16:56 when Ryan Lindgren inadvertently used his glove to slide the puck past Igor Shesterkin, rather than covering it in the crease. Pittsburgh tied it at 11:23 of the third, when Teddy Blueger banged one in from the right side on a rearboards ricochet, with Jack Johnson, who was beaten in a battle preceding the Penguins' first goal, in no man's land in the left circle and partner Tony DeAngelo on the other side of the crease. This was one of those cracked mirror nights for the Rangers. They lost a game they had no business losing. Mikko Zibanejad and Chris Kreider had subpar nights, to put it mildly. Alexis Lafreniere struggled with the puck, while on the unit with nose. (93-20), and more was needed from Johnson. But on the flip side, the Blueshirts' 3 goals were scored by Chytil, Kaapo, Kakko and Adam Fox, while Camden Miller had an outstanding night paired with Jacob Trouba on a shutdown line that was out against Sidney Crosby for 7:48 and Evgeni Malkin for 6:14. On the night, the Miller-Trouba pair held an advantage in shots for/against. And do you want to know how to gauge how the script flipped for Quinn? By the fact that the coach gave shifts to Chytil, Kakko and Miller, who got a pair, in overtime rather than staying with the same old rotation. Chytil has scored in consecutive games. Kakko has scored in 2 of the last 3 matches. They are playing with joy and ever-increasing swagger, while getting great support on the left from Filip Chytil. I think they're going out there with a little more confidence, and they being more responsible in all three zones. I think they've got a good relationship off the ice, and I think maybe they feel less pressure playing with one another, the coach said. I just like the look of that line. Phil gives them a veteran approach and a little more of a practical approach. I just like what I see out of that line. Panarin had his moments. Pavel Buchnevich created opportunities for himself, and though Ryan Strome was held off the sheet, no. '16 was more involved than he had been at the opening 3 games at the Garden. There were those positives, but they paled in comparison to Miller's evening. It's certainly been a smooth transition for him so far, said Quinn, whose decision to pair the freshman pro with Trouba was validated for this one night, at least. I just loved the way he played. His gaps were good. He was physical, confident with the puck. There were a lot of good things out of his game. He wasn't afraid, no matter who was out there, whether it was Malkin, Crosby, or whomever. He was playing hockey, and it's nice to see a kid that age 21 play with that kind of swagger. Close quote. So, good things from Rangers in this one. A bad thing too, they lost a game they had every right to have won.